Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of HermitCraft. Hope everybody are doing fan-frickin-tastic today. I'm doing great. I'm doing good. I still haven't seen your response on my super modular storage system of doom, the mobile princess. I did some changes down here. I added these end rods. I actually did this before I ended the last episode, but I realized I never came down here. I'm not sure about lighting, but I gotta say, these end rods ain't terrible. Like, I don't like the purple, it's not part of our thing, but they do look a bit plasticky. They do look a bit plasticky. Today, guys, one very fun event in this video. I'm gonna cut in a clip a little bit later. I played with Izuma earlier today. We tried to help out the server, but I'll cut that in a little bit later. You'll see, we're being stupid. Before we get to that, of course, crap, I was gonna do this within the first minute. If you guys are still loving HermitCraft, make sure to keep up the support. Hit the like button down below and show me some love down in the comments as well. Okay, so first things first, we may play around with villagers a little bit today. Two other hermits that I've been watching have now got village breeders set up, and they have found, well, not two other, a lot of people have village breeders, but two other has mending books. Cubfan and Mr. Tango, and I am jealous. I am jelly. But first things first, what I want to do is I want to try and make this tunnel from the entry of our base into this main sort of room, and I want to try and keep this plastic cave. You guys really seem to like that, so did I, which is more important. Sorry. I'm just kidding, of course. If you guys hate something, I will change it. Speaking about that, I have actually, check this out. Let's go up here. Let's go up in our Mario tube that so many people hated. Check this out. I did some changes. I changed the tube color out to a dark green, which I'm not completely sold on myself yet, but I guess it looks better because this is light green. And then I also moved it so that now the flower is in the center and our elevator is here. Boop, boop, hoop. There we go. I think that looks better. That definitely helped the flower quite a bit. And then what I've done as well is I've cleared every mushroom up to a line that's right over there. It doesn't look like much from here, but it's all of this land over here, which I kind of want to focus on first to get plastified. But anyway, let's go back down here. So, like I said, I want to keep going with this whole plastic cave feeling, and I saw a lot of comments, a lot of people saying that we should probably go with a different floor than the grass, because the grass, although beautiful, because that's what you said it is beautiful, Iskal, but although beautiful, it is not the plastic color. So I kind of, at this stage, I'm not sure myself. Like, I look at it and it's a little bit too blue, believe it or not, for like how we've done it in the upstairs. But I kind of want to see what you guys think. Should we change it? If we should change it, should we just go with the plastic grass, or should we go maybe plastic dirt? Should we do some other material? I'm very interested because very many people said that I shouldn't do it, but not a single comment that I read said do this instead, Iskal, you crazy idiot. So that's what I want to see. Please do add the crazy idiot thing. I think it's our best lighting choice, but maybe, and this is controversial, but maybe I should change the bottom. You stupid idiot, change the bottom. Maybe I should change the bottom in the texture pack and make it look anything else but purple. Make it gray or whatever. That will certainly look fantastic, although it's a texture pack, so I'm not sure. Where can we can put one here then. Boom, boom. Same kind of theory. That purple really doesn't marry the green, though. It really doesn't marry the green. Maybe the rule shouldn't be that it's always a scallion behind. What happens if we do this? Take this away. Just have a random piece of a scallion there. Maybe behind here. Maybe we do that. Boom. That's terrible. That's garbage. That looks like crap. Anyway, I don't freaking know. I'm gonna need your guys' input on that as well. Don't like that this ladder is visible here. Why did I not place it on the other block? I wonder. Oh well. Oh well. One thing that I thought about, guys. Actually, let me reseat myself. Mid-sentence. Good job, Iskal, you stupid idiot. I left the space here for an extension. But one thing that I thought about that I may want to do today is a furnace system. Yeah, so let's plan to have our super smelter of doom right over here. It's kind of close. I think this will be good. Now, first things first though, I kind of want to have one of these 3x3 piston doors here, just because they are cool, with a hole in the middle. So we're going to install one of those. That is a pretty simple task. What we're going to do, if I remember correctly, we're going to have 3 pistons there, sticky ones. We're going to have one at the top, like that. Ooh, yeah, very fine. I like that better. I like that so much better. This is gonna be good. Okay, so let's plan for that. So we're gonna have piston there. I think I placed that guy one too high though. So let's put another piston down there. You gotta place the pistons when you build these as if the door is opened. Let's get rid of you. Boom. Okay, and then on the other side we'll do the same. So I'm gonna need some temporary blocks here. Place the pistons. Boom, boom, boom. And one at the bottom. Yes. Okay. These are super simple to wire up, but we want to try and make it as smooth as possible. The first thing I do whenever I build a redstone contraption, for those of you who are interested, is I usually think about the interface. How will it look for the user? For me. And in a situation of a door, that's just where we're going to have the button or the switch. Maybe over there. Alright, that redstone is a lot more garbage than it needs to be. But this should work. Yes. Okay, so I did install a little bit of a feature that is very often overlooked with like doors like this. Now, this button here outputs a signal for like 10 ticks or something like that. So with just this button, if you pay attention to, well, you can't actually now. If we do this, you pay attention to that redstone there. That's how long the door should be open usually. But I installed something called a pulse lengthener. This thing here, down here. And then I connected it up to the redstone wire, which goes up on both sides here. This torch. And I did the same on both sides. And that kind of made the redstone freaking ugly. But yeah, I think that's important. It keeps the door open for a longer time, as you can see. And I think those features are often overlooked. We're gonna create a minecart powered furnace with, I don't know, maybe I'll stick 16 furnaces or so. So behind the scenes, I'm gonna have furnaces down. I'm gonna have hoppers on top of these, and then a track running on top of the hoppers with a minecart delivering the goods into the furnace. And I'm sure you've seen this before. I did it last season, and it's kind of the most popular way to make a smelter today. I'm more concerned about the fact that it's gonna look good. So, I got an idea. This is gonna be good. First of all, I'm gonna name one shulker box fuel and a second one burnish. Burnish? Yep, that's good. The burnish one will color orange, okay? And the fuel one will color black. Very good. Orange is the new black. I did it! I said it! I'm sorry. That was a terrible, terrible joke. Okay. So, the idea I'm having, because we have an issue, when building with plastic, the chest doesn't really fit. And also, you can't have, we don't have any half slab or stairs, so we can't put blocks on top of, on chests. So, that's why we're going to use the shulker box. I think this is going to work out. So, what I want to do, let's have, yeah, the burnish there, sitting like that in the wall, and then the fuel over there. Yeah, I think that's gonna look good. Okay, and then we'll have a block there and there. So my input, anything I want to smelt, I put in here. And then I put coal in here, or fuel, any fuel that I want. And now we want this to be delivered to the smelteries. And this should be really simple. Why do I just have one hopper? Oops. Okay, that kind of sucks. I don't think I have a lot of iron at the moment. Hold on, let me have a look. Where's my... There it is. No, that's not it. Where... Hold on. Did I... Oh, I forgot color. I forgot color. I thought it was orange for some reason. Okay. I do have a little bit of iron. Let's just do... Oh, crap. I'm gonna have to go mining. I need a crap ton more iron than this to make it. But yeah, that's good. Let's just see if this works. I'm pretty sure that hoppers will pull out of shulker boxes. So... The idea would be to have just temporarily, maybe we'll have our minecart sitting like this. And then we'll have another minecart there. I'll figure this out in a little bit, by the way. We'll have a hopper there and a hopper there. Yeah, that pulled out the stones. Okay. And then we'll probably do... Hold on, let me get up here. I'll probably do something like this. Where I would do... maybe I should use a detector rail here, actually. Or I could put a timer. Whenever something passes through this hopper, that could start a timer. I did this on my single player world a year ago or so. And I came up with an idea or a solution for this. Because what we want to do, like, we want to have a minecart, right? We want to have a minecart with a chest sitting down here. Right? Now, the problem is, we want that to load up quite fully before we send it off. And the problem with rails are, for some weird reason, you can't compare a minecart with a chest on a regular rail. Why did that? Oh, yeah, you can't compare. You see, there's no output there. So what you got to do is you got to have a detector rail like this. Let me show you. Boom. And then let's put this guy back like so. Now, if there's something in there, that's going to detect. The problem with that is that we can't boost the minecart away from here because it's a detector rail. So what we got to do, we got to work with this on a slope, which is fine. Yeah, I'm going to want it down here. Okay, so if I do that and then break this block, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to have to do that and then lock the minecart with a piston. Actually, I'll use a sticky piston for this. Okay, a piston there with a block on top. Now, whenever that is extended, geez, my inventory is such a freaking mess. Let me just ruin my sorting for a second. I shall fix it in a second. We'll have a piston there. And whenever that is extended, so we'll build something like doot, boop, 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 like that. Whenever that is extended, the minecart should just sit still in its little hole right there. Boom. Okay, that sits still. Fantastic. So what we gotta do then? Hold on. Can that compare? No, that does not compare there. I gotta move this down, I think. Hopefully. Otherwise, I'm screwed. Otherwise, this doesn't work anymore. Yes, okay, that compares. Very fine. So what we want to do then is we want to bring the signal. We want to check whenever the minecart is kind of full. Or, not kind of full. Close to... Well, it shouldn't be full either. The problem is, what if we just smelt up one stack? Like, what if we come with one stack? We still wanted to shoot away after a while. So, like I said, I had this figured out on my single player world. But I guess what we can do... Let's consider 3 redstone. How much is that? Let's just try this out. That's 2 stacks. That's boop. More than 3 stacks. 4 stacks. Okay, at that point it will shoot away. So that's definitely good enough. Let's put a repeater down there. Let's put a block there. Redstone there, and then a repeater there. That's gonna empower the piston. And then that should shoot back the the crap. Maybe a button is actually the best thing when I think about it. So we'd put a button there and we'd wire that up somehow to this piston or to this torch. And we have a manual override in case we just put in 1 stack. That's fine. Very fine. Okay, so I'll work this out. Now, guys, what I'm going to do whilst I work this out, I'm going to put up the whole smeltery off camera as well because I've done that before. And I'll show you afterwards. But I'm going to show you the clip with the Zuba from earlier. Like I said, we were trying to help the server. Don't freaking judge us. Did you see the other day that screenshot with this praise where Mumbo had gone AFK?
Man, I saw it. There was like a gazillion creepers and a gazillion zombies.
It was insane, dude. And he had gone AFK because he was going to produce iron. Like
I know, right? It better be worth it, man. There better be a lot of iron here. I watched his video intently, Escal. I watched it intently, right? I listened to every word. He said we are welcome to come over here and take as much iron as we want.
Did he?
What a gentleman. What a gentleman and a scholar.
That's definitely why he has his suit and his mustache. His mustaches are totally gentlemanly. But I mean, today we got a prat. We got a good prat.
We got a big plan.
We are sick and tired now of what is this, like episode freaking 9 or something? We still don't
check this out down here. We need iron. So like you're saying, it's episode 9. We need iron by the boatloads.
Yeah, we are used to
Look at that. That's hardly anything.
That's still, yeah, that's garbage. Like,
I know. Where are the stacks upon stacks of double chests of iron blocks that we are so very used to having on HermitCraft? This is Tango's swamp.
okay,
Cool,
he's just gone in and claimed a full swamp. Way to go, man. Not like anyone else claims a full biome or an island.
I know, right? I would never do that. The nerve, claiming an entire biome / island. I think Mumbo needs some help killing the wither. Jeez, I'll have to sort him out.
Don't tell him, dude. He got 0 deaths. It's his turn.
Okay,
like
maybe I won't then.
said,
it's his turn.
Your time will come. Also, I remember you saying, Mumbo, kill him like a man.
Kill him like a man.
Idiot.
I thought you were going to back out on our wonderful idea, you know?
No, let's do this. We got to build a Titan. What else do we know? We got it. He built it out in the water last season, so I guess we got to clear some land as well.
Yeah, dude, I think I know where to build this thing, right?
Okay, I'll follow
I reckon like in the middle of this area, because he's got 4 witch huts and he's probably going to stand in the middle of them a lot, right? So that's probably a good place to build this thing for him.
Aha. 2 tomatoes was crossing the road, right?
Right, because they wanted to get to the other side.
They wanted to get to the other side. There was a tomato field, new friends, all that kind of stuff on the other side of the road.
Right. Where was this road?
This road was Route 66, man, in Spain.
In Spain.
Brand new open.
So what were you doing in Spain, looking at tomatoes on the side of the road?
The thing is, Spanish tomatoes. Have you ever had Spanish tomatoes? Woo!
I had some when I was in Spain.
Oh, they're so good.
They are good.
Like,
that's because they cross the road.
You haven't had Spanish tomatoes until you've had Spanish tomatoes.
Yes.
It's like very
Wait,
obvious. What? No, that doesn't make any sense. So they
doesn't make any sense.
They were crossing the road.
Yes,
And
they were right back to the beginning. Right, so 2 tomatoes are crossing a road.
They were crossing the road.
Okay, they're in Spain.
They're on Route 66 in Spain.
Is it important that they're in Spain?
It makes it more juicy. I mean, the tomatoes are better in general. They're better people, better tomato people.
Gotcha. So the tomatoes are also people now in this joke.
I guess so. Because tomatoes have feelings too.
They do have feelings. They tell me about them when I eat them.
So anyway, this one guy gets the one guy gets to the other side and he greets his new friends and he's like, "Oh, hi!" And then he looks back at his friend and he's like, "Catch up."
Catch up.
Because he's got run over.
Because he got stuck on the other side. He has to catch up. Oh man.
No, dude. No.
That's such a funny joke.
No, he got ran over. Of
course he has to catch up. Like, can't stay on the other side of the road forever, can he?
Jeez, man. Jeez. Way to ruin it.
I'm asserting dominance, Iscal. Don't make me punch you.
I'm gonna punch you down, dude. I'm gonna punch you.
I'll die. Yeah, I'll die.
I'm gonna punch you.
No, you're not.
Okay,
resist temptation. Resist temptation.
Okay, so then I've done some measurements. And what we gotta do is we gotta build.
Wait, when did you do these measurements? You've just been telling me strange jokes for the last half hour.
Yeah, well, they have. First of all, they weren't strange, but I prepared. Like I'm a Minecrafter, dude. I prepare things.
Okay.
So what we gotta do? We gotta go. Hold on. Let me look at my note. Where's my note? Crap. I lost the measurements. Let's just wing it.
Yeah, let's wing it. It's not
something
difficult
like
to build
30.
an Iron Titan.
No,
30.
obviously. I believe at some part, and I didn't quite exactly see where this was, but I think we need a tube where the golems will fall down.
Ah, yeah, of course. That looks like a hole.
It does look like a hole, but I think that's good. Let's go one more line out on either side. So I don't fully think we got the measurements for this thing right, but we fixed it now. So now what we gotta do, X, is we gotta fill water in this basket.
Iska, I'm gonna show you how difficult it is to place down a door, okay?
Please show me.
Are you watching? Door!
There we go!
Jeez! Oh,
I thought it was
opening
something
and
else he
closing
was
it's
doing there.
easy. Right. No, I'm not gonna do that again. There you go. Another door. Oh look, I've made a village. Oh look, I've stacked a village. I'm stacking villages, Iscal. Look at me.
Should I do on the top? I'll do on the top floor here.
I've run out of doors.
How could you run out of it? We crafted up 120.
Oh,
so
wait, I got more in my inventory. Okay, okay. Hey, guess what, Iscal? I'm an iron golem. Watch me go.
Oh, and I'm an iron golem too. Oh, ooh, I swim down. Oh, I give iron. Whew.
That's it, isn't it? That's the Iron Titan right there. That
That's
is a much prettier Titan than Tango has ever built.
I gotta say, I mean, did we manage to make it a smaller footprint? I think we did. Like, compacted it a bit?
Yeah, we have compacted it, yeah.
I haven't seen a single... Oh, we got something, dude!
Yes! Yes,
Oh.
we're getting...
Oh, what the crap?
What are we getting?
Dude.
We're getting...
What
oh, no!
What is going
we
on?
built it wrong. We're getting the pumpkins, but not the iron.
This freaking sucks. We placed down the doors.
Ah.
127. What the crap? Why are we getting broken golems, dude?
I don't know. It's something wrong with the game.
Thing.
Stupid game. Do you want a poppy? Is this useful to you? Hey.
This is red dye, I suppose, but still.
This is the real reason, okay, that we built this farm.
Yes. Totally. We didn't mess up or anything.
It's
gonna be pumpkin brothers.
Heads, you know? That's right.
This was it. F5 mode. F5 mode. Hey everybody, welcome back to Welcome back to another episode of HermitCraft.
You just hate my formalities, didn't you? I just like to be polite and welcoming to my audience, and this gal's always got a problem with it.
Yeah.
He's always got a problem with me saying hello and doing me F5s. Jeez.
This sucks though. Seriously, dude. We're not getting any freaking iron here. We gotta get
I think we might need Tango's help after all, man.
Well, I'm not gonna say that we need his help. Here's the thing. He needs to come over here and start it, or like, I don't know what happened, but something he needs to press.
He needs to fix the Titan.
Fix the Titan. Guys, spam. Okay, go over. We're gonna do this. I do this a lot. We're gonna do this. Go over to Tango's latest HermitCraft video, and we want to see hashtag fix the Titan.
Fix the Titan. Hashtag fix the Titan. Get it trending, peeps.
Yep.
Because we need iron on this server. We need lots of iron. And I think Iscal, we kind of overestimated ourselves a little bit here. I guess we did make a pumpkin and poppy farm,
which is, also useful.
Maybe useful. Maybe a little bit.
Also very useful. Very, I would say on the same scale as iron, useful for sure. The super smelter of doom is complete. It looks like a face. Hey, stupid eye with your nose. Guys, this this smeltery, let's try it out. It's done. I don't think it's gonna be very super though, and I'll show you in a second. So let's put some cobble in there, right? And then let's put our fuel in the fuel box. It looks pretty cool though, apart from the fact that it does actually look a little bit like a face. So now it's gonna load that into the hopper and then into the minecart. And here's where I think, hold on, let me do something here. Here's why I think it's not super, because it takes time for it to load those things. Where the crap are my end rods? I wanted to put an end rod up. Plates. Okay, whatever. Let's get rid of you as well. Okay, is this done? I wanted to put an end rod up here. Yeah, so now that's done. We have, I decided to go with just a manual button for whenever we want to send it away. And that's starting to smelt now. And why am I getting frame drops? Oh, this is bad. This here is the output, the little mouth. Ooh, oops. I was smelting bricks that I got stuck in the system, apparently. That's not a good sign. Okay, we shall see what happens. Yeah, look at that. There the stone comes that I put in. The cobblestone. So, this may need a bit of tweaking and twerking. And what the twerking? It's not perfect. It's not flawless, but... Ooh, oops. There we go. It does work. The only problem I'm having at the moment is the loading time from the shulker box is obviously taking a little bit too long. So instead of just having the input directly into the minecart, which would make this much quicker, we did the shulker box, which actually slows it down quite a bit. And also, I have an issue here. I'm not sending this properly. I need to send that at all times when When furnaces are going or something. I haven't quite figured it out. I put a detector rail here. This is bad. Hold on. Let me send this manually. Boom. There we go. Now when it comes back, it's not gonna go again. If that makes sense. I wonder if I'm very confusing you guys, but I spent like 4 hours on this last night and rebuilt it twice. Because of this collection minecart here. Okay. Yeah, now it's just gonna stop, but there are still stuff that it's picked up on the way back. So I need to kind of... maybe I need to do this guy on a slope, like how we were gonna do here in the beginning. This looks much cleaner, by the way. So what happens here is that this, these two gets powered by the button press that we saw. And the fuel, that's the fuel, this is the burnage. This gets shot away, and it also sends a signal. Where do I send a signal? I send a signal, yeah, okay, yeah. So when it comes back, if there's stuff in it, it will detect and then activate again, so it will go again. So this always empties itself, which is good. And also, whenever this cart runs over here, it powers the fuel thing. So the fuel keeps going back and forth. Whew, this is a bit weird to explain. Then what happened here? So the burnish minecart comes up here, detects, or no, activates. Oh yeah, activates with a delay the collection one. That's how I do. I remember now. But this system here, I need to revamp. I need to work. I need to tweak it. But anyway, we have a teddy bear or something in our base. And from a stack of cobble, we got 36 in a fairly quick fashion. And it looks fancy. So down here, by the way, I have an item elevator. One of these dropper item elevators. And I think it leaves one block behind or at all times, which is fine. That's not terrible. That's okay. I can tweak the redstone down here a little bit to make it better. But that's okay with me right now. What I really gotta figure out is the collection system, but I'll do that some other time because I be tired. Oh, actually, I think when I open the door, yeah, when I open the door, it shoots up the last thing because this thing here connects with that tower for some reason. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed mine and Exuma's aid to try and fix the server, fix the lack of iron on the server. We had a lot of fun recording that segment, and I think if you want to see more footage, I think you can watch it on Isuma's channel. I kind of cut it together quite a bit because I had other things planned for today. Guys, another thing I've done in between here, let's come down here. I have taken all of our tools and I've created the toolbox, a yellow toolbox. Look at this. These are all our backup stuff, and I actually have a backup Iska's Angel. And these are the things that I collected when I was to the end in my stream. And what I'm thinking here, like last season I had the war room, which looked really cool and everything, with my swords hanging on the walls and stuff. The problem with it is that it ain't very convenient. It's much better to have it in a shulker box in your ender chest, I think. But you guys let me know if you want to see me do a war room again. We'll do that maybe instead. But I just thought it's good to have everything handy and convenient. What else did I do? I also put mending on my silk touch pickaxe. I also upgraded the efficiency on it because we got a crap ton of books. Speaking about which, we gotta have to do like a library build or something this season that I'm super excited about. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this episode right there. It's been a lot of behind the camera stuff for me. I'm sorry that I cut out a lot of the redstone wiring and stuff in this video, but I just that ran out of time too quick. In between episodes, I'll probably go mining and stuff. But yeah, like I said, that's gonna do it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and hopefully you guys are still in love with HermitCraft. If you are, make sure to show me some love below. Hit the like button, write something nice in the comments, subscribe if you're new, and I shall see you in the next episode.